Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video with His Heart for Us. Okay, I just felt led to make this video now while I'm at the beach in Scarborough. So this morning, my technician off. So this morning, God gave me this word, and it was also just like I just asked God. Sometimes we get to a point where we've been waiting so long for the things that God has spoken to us about, that sometimes we get to a point where we feel like, isn't it just easier to just give this up? Isn't it just easier to just let go and to forget about the things that God has promised us? And won't that just be easier? Because sometimes we're waiting so long for something and we feel like it's imminent. Obviously it's imminent, it has to happen like now, but sometimes it becomes painful, like very, very painful, waiting so long on God's promises. And so this morning when I was just feeling like this, God was like, I just knew like I had to go to God with the feelings I have in my heart. And it's amazing how He is. He says like He will answer us. When we cry out to Him, He will answer us. And He immediately led me to scripture, and I'm just going to quickly read this for you. I'm sure it's getting very dark in here, the sun has set. So the first scripture He led me to was Exodus 40, verse 20. Moses took the testimony and placed it in the ark and attached the poles to the ark. And when I read this, I knew what God was saying to me. He was just saying, you will have a testimony. The things that I've spoken to you about, the promises I've given over your life, you will have a testimony. And what else He led me to with the scripture is like, they're talking here about the Ark of the Covenant. And so the Ark of the Covenant had to be carried around. And also taking it back to when Noah was building an ark. So God also spoke to me about 3 years ago, when He also called me to this YouTube channel. He said to me, build an ark, and this time many will be saved. And your ark that you're building might look different than mine, but in the end it is going to save a lot of people. It's going to save a lot of souls, a lot of people turning to Christ. And so what else He was showing to me through the scripture is, that ark that you've been carrying around, or the ark that you've been faithfully building as He has led you, surely you will have a testimony. Surely you will have a testimony. He's going to give you the testimony. He's going to come through on His word. And just thinking back about Noah building an ark, people making fun of him. So sometimes we're building an ark and the people around us don't understand, because they're not hearing what God has spoken to us about or seeing what He's showing us, and they can not understand our journey of building this ark or carrying around this ark. But God says, just keep on, because surely you will have a testimony. And then the other scripture He gave me was also in Exodus 40, verses, now it's really dark, 33, but just the last part. So Moses finished the work, and God is saying, you will finish the work, and the good work I've started in you, I will finish. I will finish the good work I've started in you, and you will finish what I've asked you to do, and there will be a testimony. And then after He showed me the scripture, He immediately reminded me of the story of the birth of Isaac. Now Isaac was God gave a promise to Sarah and Abraham that they will have a son, and his name is called Isaac. And so I went to Genesis 21, and I'm just going to read to you verse 1, because when I went there and I opened it, this was the verse. So God is so beautiful. So it's the birth of Isaac. So verse 1, the Lord came to Sarah as he had said, and the Lord did for Sarah what he had promised. So yeah, so this is going to be a very short word. That which God has promised you, he will establish. You will have a testimony. Don't give up. Keep on building that ark. Keep on carrying around that ark. Do what God has called you to do, and you will have a testimony. He will give to you what he has promised you. So this is just a very short, encouraging word. And like, subscribe, share, please. And I'll speak to you soon again. God bless you. Bye.